You are now listening to our middle of the week edition that goes on the air just after the half-hour newscast. By the way, our weekend edition of the show is on the air Sunday and Monday UTC days, and it starts as soon as the top of the hour news is over. And here is now the next item of today's show. As projection into the years after solar cycle 24 passes its peak on right now, well, the scientists continue to predict an even weaker cycle 24. Telecommunications engineers that work with systems that do require the use of the shortwave high-frequency band are scratching their heads at this moment to find alternatives in order to keep things going. Despite the expected extremely low usable frequencies, the maximum usable frequencies are going to be extremely low, especially for the east-to-west and west-to-west, west-to-east propagation path. The availability of excellent shortwave propagation forecasting software has made possible to simulate the computer the behavior of point-to-point as well as aeronautical and maritime mobile systems operating under certain periods of very low solar flux that will send the maximum useful frequency curve diving down into values that are much lower than the Golden State registered ones. And now, for those of you, the use of more advanced satellites will also help to deal with what some experts describe as the worst ever period for shortwave communications since the beginning of the use of radio at the end of the 19th century. QSL on the air, yes, QSL on the air, to the many DXing Unlimited listeners are sending email messages and postal messages requesting QSL cards. And of course, as I have said always here, Radio Havana, Cuba is very nicely sending them free of charge to anyone wanting to have our beautiful QSL card.
Investigation was launched. He received a lighter sentence. John pleaded guilty, saying from his mistake, and would call the situation
day of reckoning coming. But
they don't know what else to do about it. The total ignorance. Not just about the economy and the financial system, but just even the nature of money and the nature of investments.
Once again, I have to insist.
'Torturing people, it's about history, it's about abusing. I mean, we have all these kind of films. It's astonishing enough, but I think as the world is more and more globalized, we have more and more these subjects artists are taking.
Rush actor Daniel Bruhl, the host-director Bong Joon-ho, Hannibal producer Martha De Laurentiis, and Claudia Lossa, the director of The Milk of Sorrow, will be among those deciding who gets the Berlinale's Golden Bear and Silver Bear awards. The jury will be led by director Darren Aronofsky, as previously announced. Chinese director and actor Zheng Wen's film Gone with the Bullets will have its international premiere at the festival, and it's also part of the competition. The 65th Berlin Film Festival runs from the 5th to the 15th of February.
All right, well, that's quite the diverse panel of experts there judging these things, and good luck to Gone.
Continuamos en la región oriental de... Comandante.
Alrededor del
económica del país. Y es una ciencia importante en los sentidos de esta provincia y el Ministerio de Educación y contribuye.
Inequality in performing arts in the UK and the need for rapid improvements in the industry. The Oscar nominee faced criticism on Twitter, and the organisation Show Racing the Red said in a statement that while Cumberbatch highlighted a very important issue, in doing so he has also inadvertently highlighted the issue of appropriate terminology and the evolution of language.
53 minutes past, and that's it for this edition of Beijing Hour. A quick recap of the headlines before we go. Survivors and world leaders have gathered at Auschwitz to mark the 70th anniversary of the liberation of that Nazi death camp in Poland. On behalf of the Beijing Hour staffers, Shane Bigham in Beijing, hoping you'll join